Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. Now, if you've been watching my videos on the PTR for patch 5.2, over the course of the last week or so, I've been making a few jibes about the fact that the Alliance base has actually converted itself into a troll base. It did have Alliance aesthetics, towers and banners and all this kind of jazz, and then one day when I logged onto the PTR, it was suddenly all troll buildings and the Alliance had left, apart from Jaina Proudmoore. And then in the video I did this afternoon, this wee little video, suddenly Jaina had also left the base. So I went back to the main city, to Shrine of the Seven Stars, and on returning to the Isle of the Thunder King, suddenly there was an opening quest line. So this is what we should all get when we first arrive here. Now I'm flying over on a hippogriff with Varessa Windrunner, and if you don't know who she is, shame on you, but she is the younger sister of Lady Sylvanas, the head of the Forsaken. I think there are 3 sisters all in all, if memory serves me correctly. And she's a member of the Silver Covenant. She's hanging around in Dalaran all the time. She's been hanging around in Dalaran ever since Wrath of the Lich King. So we get a new load screen and some glitches by the looks of it as we begin to fly over the Surok area. And instead of landing at the base where we initially were, we're going to land on an Alliance invasion fleet instead, which is pretty cool. And they're being besieged by the trolls, the Zandalari trolls from over yonder, who are firing ballistas full of massive spears at the ships. But because it's the Kirin Tor offensive, because I'm doing it with the Alliance, they've put up these little barriers around the ship. So when the spears get too close, they just deflect off the barrier, or they deflect off the sides of the ships. It's pretty nifty stuff. So this is where everybody is. Jaina's joined the rest of the crew, and everybody who was in one of the bases before was in the Alliance base, and I imagine who'd be in the Horde base are probably now all going to be on these ships. If you went into that little hole, you'd actually find stable master, an innkeeper, and somebody with which to sell your wares to and all that kind of jazz. Down below in the deck, the quartermaster is still, sadly, not allowing us to purchase anything from them. So if I use that orb, it will zap me to the main shoreline and I can start the main quest, which for me is to head on over to Taran Zoo, who's the head of the Shadowpan, and he is residing in Bleak Hollow. And Bleak Hollow is, of course, where you would take the portal to go to Throne of Thunder, which is the new 13 boss raid instance on the Isle of the Thunder King itself. But if I bring up the map, look at this. Stage 4. So it looks like there's going to be various stages of the actual invasion of Isle of the Thunder King. There's some very intriguing things going on that haven't been explained by Blizz yet, so we're not too sure exactly what the crack is, but it'll be interesting to find out. I arrive with Taran Zoo and crew, and then suddenly he's getting ambushed by somebody from the Wu Cow? Now, I've not heard of these people before. Have I missed something? Have I not been paying attention to the lore? But I don't believe I've come across any member of the Wu Kai before. Or Wu Cow. But forgive the damage. I'm actually in my Season 13 PvP gear. And even the weapon, which I've got equipped as well, doesn't have spell power at all. No spell power anywhere. It's just resilience and PvP power. So damage is pretty down low. But I switch to my PvE gear later on. Not that that's really important. Anywho, so I'm going to hand the quest in to Taran Zoo, and his next quest is to go and recover 3 of those Shanzi ritual stones, which you'll recall you get from killing the rare elites scattered around the island. I've been going around killing multiples of them. I think I've killed between 15 and 20, so I can just hand the 3 of them in straight away to Taran Zoo and progress the quest line, which was rather enjoyable. He then gives you the 5-person quest. Group questing is back, where he wants you to go to 3 different points on the island, use more of those Shanzi ritual stones to summon a huge creature or a big powerful creature, defeat all 3 of those, and then you can hand it back into him. I haven't got 5 friends on the PTR at the moment. So I can't do that. But I will get round to doing it at some point. Firstly, I have to figure out where on earth I've got to do the summoning. But if I talk to Tao Shi and start to progress her quest line, she actually throws us into the scenario. Remember the scenario where you suddenly had to go around looting everything? If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. And it's been fixed. And I have a key to do it. but I'm not going to show you today. You're going to have to tune in tomorrow. Oh, stuff! So I hope you enjoyed the vid. Please do like, comment and subscribe. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.